Hello. Okay. This is getting kind of tedious because I've recorded this several times and something keeps going wrong every time. So, I'm really glad to see you guys. I really enjoy spending this much time with you guys. I feel like it's making a real difference in my life. I feel like it's like a real relationship. Like before we were kind of dating and I would come around every once in a while. Now we're like really dating and it's serious. So that's fun. But this is a food vlog. So for real, it totally is. Dinner, I videoed everything, but dinner is still pictures because my brother was over and we were working on something, so I just snapped pictures. It's pasta salad with iceberg salad next to it, and then it's stir-fry vegetables. So there you go. That's when you see it, that's what it is. Everything else, I think I'm telling you what it is as we go through it. So let's go ahead and do that really quick.
Fiber 1 and a third a cup of almond breeze unsweetened. Veggie omelet for the breakfast.
We made little tuna salad out of like a can of tuna, a little bit of Miracle Whip, pickles, and spicy mustard, and then broke it up into 2 little servings. That's awesome, so that's gonna make life easier.
Tuna salad on an English muffin and a salad. Mid-afternoon coconut bar. I do. Stir frying some veggies for dinner. Okay, this is like one of my new favorite snacks. And it is frozen strawberries. See, they're like frozen. In strawberry watermelon Crystal Light. And it makes the strawberry watermelon Crystal Light taste even more like strawberries. And the Crystal Light makes them kind of sweeter than normal. And they defrost as you use them as ice cubes. And when you're done with your drink, they're at like the perfect soft temperature to be like more than fruit, kind of like candy. They're so good.
So for real. Okay. Yeah. So 5 days of really healthy eating. 5 days of really healthy eating, and by really healthy, I know it's too low, but I mean the foods themselves are good. I didn't eat have had no cookies. I have had none of that. I have not eaten or tasted while I was cooking for other people. I've been very in control and feeling good about things, which is just awesome, really. I really think that the race really ignited something. And oh my gosh, I just realized this. I was talking to my wife, thank you Jesus for her, but I was talking to my wife and I realized that without knowing what it is that you're like up against, it's kind of hard to know how long you've been dealing with it. But the last time I feel like I was really on point with my food, with my exercise, just with all of it, was probably October of last year. And since then, it's been just a string of this or that. And it's weird, one, how time can fly by. And two, it's also weird to like, now that I can recognize what was going on, like now that I'm out of the headspace I was in, which really, I literally kind of just snapped out of it this week. It's just weird to look back at the whole year. I'm not going to complain. Every day and every struggle is, you have to look at it as like a weapon. You're furthering your arsenal, like to fight addiction and food and weight gain and to stay on top of it. So really, I mean, I have to kind of thank God for every moment because I feel like, okay, it was a year. It was a year of lessons and of hard times, but in the end, I have a whole lot more years stretched out in front of me. And you know, all the weapons that I gained to fight this fight are going to help me forever. So that's awesome. I have some things coming up. I kind of mentioned, I don't know if I told you guys what I drink. I did in this video several times, but I don't know if I said it in this video, which is actually recording. So I'm going to go ahead and say it, and I'm sorry if I just said it, but what I drink is Crystal Light, 40 calories for 64 ounces. I drink water with lemon and lime, and somebody told me cucumber was really good, but the cucumbers around here are like gnarly nasty right now. So like they just taste plasticky. It's weird. So I haven't had any cucumber water, but I plan on trying that. That's that. And I only do, if I'm gonna do Crystal Light, I only do one pitcher of it a day. So everything else is water, and sometimes I don't even have it, or only drink like half of it or whatever. Or do more water. Okay. Monday, September 9th starts the 30-day challenge for my Zumba group. And I'm going to start a 30-day challenge here on YouTube on that day. I'm going to record a video. I'll have a weigh-in and a plan and everything else. So that's going to happen. If you want to be a part of it, I totally think that's awesome. And you'll have more details on Monday, September 9th. I think that my goal is going to be 10 pounds. That kind of seems like a lot, but it also seems kind of doable. So we'll see. So that's I'm not sure though. That could be lower. It can't be higher. It's not going to be higher, but it might be lower. It might be like 8 pounds. I think my wife told me she wanted me to try to lose 3 in 30 days, which I'm like, are you joking? No, that's not enough. So because she is such a vital part of this, I feel like giving her input is good because I can go biting off a billion things that I can't chew, and I'm going to be asking her to chew it for me. So she might as well talk with me about the plan of action. So there's that. Then also not this weekend coming up, but the next weekend, I think it's September 14th, it's Saturday, and there's a Play Dirty obstacle run I am planning on doing with my friend who does all the races with me. I think that we're doing it. It's like 95% for sure, but I'm very excited about that. Now, as far as like what's going on, it's been kind of weird because like I don't have like a regular weigh-in day right now. I was trying to get away from some kind of set like relationship with the scale, right? I was trying to like find some healthier ground there. And like I don't know. I find that going forward is kind of like this odd balancing act between the old things that worked and the old things that led to further disordered thought. So like I'm trying not to get stuck this time. So it's kind of like looking at the path by which you came and saying, where were the briar bushes? Where did I get stuck? Like, yes, this path obviously worked, but there were sticky places. So I know that like only weighing in the morning at certain times and on certain scales was definitely something that I got a little obsessive about. And I think that I'm only going to use the Zumba scale for the next month, and I'm going to check in twice. So I'm going to check in like I'm going to weigh in on Monday, then I'll check in the next week, and then by the end I should be, wrapping up 30 days. So I'm going to do that, and I'm thinking about only using the Zumba scale. I just don't know how it's going to, I've never weighed in there, so I don't really know where the scale is going to be located or if it's something I can get to. If not, then I don't know. I need to figure out. Let's jot that down. Why don't we? Away in day, how to handle. I just don't want it to get ridiculously obsessive. Also, like the foods and stuff, I'm trying not to do like a no food list. In fact, I mean, like I'm not doing like cookies and snack foods, and I'm trying to avoid pretty much all snack foods. Anything that's going to be like too easy, like a bag of chips, is like I could just keep on. So anything like that, I'm trying to avoid. But for the most part, like I'm not doing potatoes. I'm not avoiding pasta. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep a healthy outlook on portions and stuff like that. So that's kind of where I'm at. And as I go, like I said, I'm just trying to like navigate and remember what it was that worked well, but not overdo it. That's kind of my goal. So, and here is where the weight and stuff ends, because now I'm going to talk to you guys about my tea plate. My little Pepe is currently on kennel rest, as some of you guys might know if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook. And she went crazy yesterday, like freaked out. She was like digging endlessly, like she had like taken the whole like soft part of her kennel and pushed it to one side and was digging endlessly. Now, somebody was like, well, obviously her kennel's too big. It is not too big. It is not too big. It's like when she stands up, her head is right at the lid, and her body length is like perfectly, it's perfect. Like if it was any smaller, it would be probably illegal or at least inhumane to keep her in it. You know, it's like, it's perfect. It's like a little den for her. It's just to sleep while she's on kennel rest, so it's actually to live there for 10 days. But she was like so pent up, wild. She was digging and she was like running in her kennel. Now, I just told you how big her kennel was, which means she doesn't have room to run. She was banging and everything. So I talked to the vet and we upped her sedatives. You think? And while she's heavily sedated, I can let her come out and lay on the ground with me, so she at least gets to come out and get like love. I mean, I've been visiting her kennel a lot and loving on her in there, but she gets to come out and get some like wild love or free roam love. So yeah, but you know, her arm, like by day 3 on kennel rest, was doing so much better, and then after her freak out yesterday, it got a little bad again, but I feel very good saying it's going to be fine if I can actually just get the dog to rest. Yay! Oh, my P.O. box. Somebody said something about sending something to my P.O. box, and I did some research because I don't even know. Like, I don't even know. But apparently, it's not working. So I'm going to set a new one up, and the girl is going to tell me what happened. I don't know really what happened, but we're going to figure it out. And by the it's not working, I mean like he won't work it, because I just realized that could be pretty cryptic. Like the PO box isn't working. Well, what does the PO box do? Receives mail. So she was like, I don't really know what happened. I don't know why you didn't get a message. Blah blah blah. We're gonna get it set out and worked out. I just didn't have the time to stay there all day today, and I didn't have any proof of my address aside from the document I did have, and that wasn't what they wanted. So she's like, yeah, just bring me stuff I need and we'll work on it. And she was supposed to work on it while I wasn't there. So anyway, no P.O. box right now. I have to go in and edit my page and everything else. There is no P.O. box right now. Just an FYI. If you want to mail something, message me, because there's no P.O. box. Okay. Well, it's been good to see you guys. I hope you enjoy food vlogs. I've really enjoyed reconnecting. It's been good. I feel like if I could maybe, you know, do the videos before midnight, then they might be a little more peppy. Oh my gosh. And also, while we're building this whole new relationship, I just want to put it out there. I have no wireless on my phone. I cannot send videos, because what I was doing when I finally got into it was making my video on my phone and sending it to YouTube. But I can't do that right now because my phone doesn't have wireless, so it won't let me. And so I am currently waiting for my contract to end so I can get a new one. And I think I need a Samsung so I can kiss and send pictures. All right, good.